So, the next story. On another occasion, Akbar was relaxing with some of his courtiers. A few of them thought this was a good opportunity to shower a praise on the emperor and get some favors from him. They began to compete with each other in praising Akbar. You are the greatest of the king, you are the greatest of the kings or emperors that ever lived on the earth. So the courtiers they were sitting and Akbar was relaxing. So the courtiers thought now we should praise Akbar so that he'll get happy on us and he will make some favor on us. So they started praising. You are the greatest. You are the greatest among all. You are greatest as God Almighty. You are greater than God Almighty. So they started comparing Akbar with God. And now Akbar got angry. Akbar was no fool. He did not care for false praise. He stopped the courtiers and asked, "Do you all believe so?" Yes, they answered in one voice. So Akbar got angry and he asked that, "Do you believe? And if you believe, then prove me that I am greater than God Almighty. If you are failed to prove, then you should get out of the court or you should not enter the court again." Akbar then left the place without another look at the courtiers. They were in a proper fix. They thought and thought but couldn't think of any such thing. In the end, they went to Birbal. When Birbal heard their story, he told them not to worry. The next morning, the court was full. Everyone was curious to see what would happen the next. So Akbar left the court with anger. So next morning, they all were thinking that what should be the answer to what answer should we give to now emperor? If we are failed to answer him, he will throw us out of the court. Then they went to Birbal and they told Birbal all the story. And we all know Birbal is the cleverest among all. He had a great answer with him. The next morning, the court was full. "Well," said the emperor, "have you found a good answer to my question? Or are you ready to leave the court forever?" So emperor said that, "Have you found an answer to my question or you are ready to leave?" Just then Birbal stepped forward and bowed low. "Please don't be angry with those who think you are the greatest. There's certainly at least one thing that you can do, but the God Almighty cannot." So Birbal found his answer. Birbal was clever one, so he found the answer. He told that there is one thing that God Almighty can do, but you cannot do. Akbar looked at Birbal thoughtfully. And what is that one thing? Akbar is now in he is now thinking that what he is in thought now, what is the thing that the God cannot do and I can. When you want to punish someone, you can banish that person, you can throw him out of your kingdom, but God's kingdom extends everywhere. The Almighty cannot banish anyone from his kingdom. Akbar's face was light up with a smile. "That's a very clever, Birbal, while showing how I have an advantage." So Birbal gave a very smart answer that God's kingdom is very big, and if someone does a crime, God cannot throw that person out of his kingdom. But if in your kingdom, if someone does any wrong thing, you can banish him and you can throw him, because we all know God's kingdom is a whole world, and a king's kingdom is with a specific area. So a king can throw him out of his kingdom, but God cannot throw anyone out of his kingdom. Akbar's face was light up with a smile. He thought, wow, the one thing I can do but God cannot do. Really, I'm having advantage of that. I'm a great one. You have also shown that God is greater. I believe you. So he also shown that God is greater, that God's kingdom is so much big, so God is better, greater. I believe you. Akbar was so pleased with the answer that he forgave the courtiers for their stupidity. So Akbar became happy because of Birbal's answer, and then he forgave all the courtiers for his stupidity. Thank you. Have you enjoyed this video or the story?